Hello again, ladies. Let us dive into our characteristic of the week, meekness. The Oxford Dictionary defined it as the fact or condition of being meek, and the example given was all his friends make fun of him for his meekness. The Merriam-Webster defined it as the quality or state of being meek, a mild, moderate, humble, or submissive quality. The example given in Oxford Dictionary, meekness equates weakness. It is pertaining to having a pushover personality. Because sadly, in a world that we live in now, where everyone just wants to be exhorting their power or saying, I feel like I deserve this and that I am entitled to this, it is even hard to think about the word. But we can better understand the concept of meekness by seeing how the ancient Greek philosophers used the word. Xenophenon used meek to describe a wild horse that had been tamed but whose spirit had never been broken. The horse was still lively, vigorous, and energetic, but under control and useful. Plato, in writing a victorious general who spared a conquered people, spoke of him as meek. Yes, he had won a victory, but allowed them to live and thrive when he could have annihilated them. Socrates said that a meek person is one who can argue his case without losing his temper. But the ultimate example of it all is Jesus. He said in Matthew 11:29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest." Even though the opposite of meekness is self-assertiveness, this does not mean that the meek are the coward or a failing of any kind. It is actually a strength and power under control. It is a wise, self-controlled, calm mind displaying gentleness that is not easily provoked. I have come across good scriptures in the Bible containing meekness, but let me start with my most favorite one, the Sermon on the Mount, which is also called the Beatitudes. Beatitudes, for those who are not familiar with the word, the name beatitude comes from the Latin beatitudo, beatus, because the first word of each statement in the Latin Vulgate is beati, which translates Matthew's Greek word makarios, translated blessed. Let me read to you Matthew 5:5. Let me start with the New King James Version. "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." In the New Living Translation, "Blessed are the humble, for they will inherit the earth." And in the Amplified Version, "Blessed are the gentle, for they will inherit the earth." This is amazing. Jesus is telling us that there are certain things in life that we should go after in or get as much of, and one of them is meekness. Friends, it comes with a promise. It is a fountain of blessing. When we seek meekness, we are promised to inherit the earth because we will live life having love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, and self-control. Aren't those words sound familiar? Yes, they are the fruits of the Spirit without having mentioned goodness and faithfulness. These alone, friends, make somebody, you and me, rich because these are things that money cannot buy. Meekness is closely linked to humility, gentleness, patience, forgiveness, and contentment. And this, I would say, are the characteristics of meekness that spoke with me. What this means is is that it is a deliverance. God delivers us from pride, which is the opposite of humility. He delivers us from harshness, which is the opposite of gentleness. He delivers us of anger, which is the opposite of patience. And he delivers us with vengeance, which is the opposite of forgiveness. And destructive ambition, which is the opposite of contentment. We live a life in peace, which will manifest through our actions because we will live with joy and peace in our daily life. I will close today with another God's beautiful promise in the Bible in the book of Psalms 37:11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Please join me again tomorrow as we expound on the characteristic of meekness and how we're going to seek after meekness in our lives. Thank you.